calling again, when I heard this loud blast. A puff of smoke blossomed somewhere up ahead, and all of a sudden, there were chunks of a car flying through the air. It was the red car from before, and as I watched the flaming tire roll to a stop against the highway divider, I decided not to replicate the maneuver. I heard the blast of a horn behind me, and looked in the rear view to see that Lauren had her arm out the window, moving her hand around in a circle. Finally, it hit me that she was telling me to roll down my window, so that's what I did. "Can you hear me?" she shouted. "I can. I could even hear the cats. They sounded really freaked out," I said. "I think we're in some kind of military lockdown. Maybe I think we have to just sit tight here." "Can you throw me a bottle?" asked Lauren. "A bottle like Gatorade or something. I know that you've probably got 10 of them in your front seat." I asked her, "What are you going to do with the bottle?" "It's not something I want to shout out for the whole world to hear," said Lauren. "Let's just say we've been here a while, and I don't think we're coming to a rest stop soon enough." Finally, I understood what she meant. I reached over and grabbed a bottle and chucked it out the window, but it was a bad throw and bounced off the hood of Lauren's car. I tried again, and this time she caught it. She rolled up her window, and in the rearview mirror, I watched her fuss around as she presumably tried to pee into the thing. This was when the fleet of massive trucks started rolling in on the southbound side of the highway. Some of them had cranes sitting on long flat beds, and others had big chunks of some kind of metal material. Soon the southbound side was jammed up with these giant trucks in their haul. Then they started to get to work. "What are they doing?" asked Lauren, after rolling her window back up. "Are they building an effing wall?" That is exactly what it looked like they were doing. One crane would take a massive chunk of material and lift it into place, either next to or on top of another chunk. "Yes, they're walling us in!" I shouted. I checked my phone for the 1,000th time. I finally had one bar of connection and used it to call 911. A lady answered and said, "911, what's your emergency?" I said, "Well, we're in this weird traffic jam and people are dying here. Cars are exploding. They're building a wall around us. They're trapping us here. I know that sounds crazy." There was a long silence on the other end. I thought maybe we've been disconnected, but then I heard her voice again, crystal clear. "Sir, I'm going to need you to remain calm and stay in your vehicle, and roll down the passenger window of your car, not the driver's side." Then I heard the tapping at my window. There was a lady cop standing there, holding a cell phone up to her ear. My heart jumped up into my throat, and my instinct was to slam my foot on the gas pedal, but there was nowhere to go. I rolled down the window. "You reported an emergency?" asked the cop. "Everything looks okay to me. I will give you the benefit of the doubt this time, but remember that we also very strongly frown upon fraudulent 911 calls. You could be charged for that, sir. It's no joke." "Oh," I said, trying to hold it together. "I'm sorry about that. I did think that something bad was going on, but now I see that everything is okay. Thanks for checking in." "It's no problem at all, sir," said the cop, smiling. "And remember, stay in your vehicle." The cop nodded and then walked off down the line of cars. I waited a few minutes and then called out to Lauren. "I think we're effed," I said. "I called 911 and the cop that was just here. She's the one who picked up. She said everything's fine, but it's not." That's when the guy jumped out of his car and made a break for the wooded area to the right of the highway, and that's when they shot him in the legs. I heard him cry out and watched him hit the ground. I heard a loud continuous rumble interspersed with snaps from the woods. Then I saw the tank. It didn't so much emerge from the woods as it destroyed the woods in its wake beyond it. I saw another enormous wall. We were walled in from 2 sides, and my guess was that we were going to soon be walled in from 4 sides. The tank crushed the man like he was a particularly